There is so much changing in the world. Are you guys okay? I don't know if I'm okay. If you're in the US right now, like, you know how crazy things are. I want to talk to you about just like the energetic shift. And if you're into like moons and astrology and things like that, you'll like catch my drift in a lot of this episode. But what I really need you to know is everything in my business is changing, but no, it's really not. We should actually call this episode, But Daddy, I Love Him, but not really. I'm changing my whole business, but not really. That's what it is, okay? So let's talk. Hi, I'm Emily Benson. If we haven't like officially met, you're probably like, whoa, who's this chick? I am a boutique consultant. I've been doing this for over 10 years and I've been in the retail industry for about 20 years. In various positions, corporate merchandising, retail. I like worked in big retail basically in New York City. And then I went and started my own boutique. And I've just been doing this for a long time. I've been selling things for a long time. So the thing about what I'm realizing, and I think this has happened like every 2 to 4 years, is we've seen these big shifts. There's been the recession of 2007, right? Then there was, obviously we had COVID, like that was huge. Now I feel like we're really moving into another pivot in boutique industry. I continue to talk about plus size at every magic event I'm at. People continue to have trouble finding good plus size clothes. I also find that honestly, a lot of our wholesalers are letting us down in the boutique industry, not giving us good stuff. And so it's been really difficult to like find good product and good merchandise. I also think there's this big thing happening with like consignment and resale. We've been talking about that on the podcast too. Like, I just think that things are shifting and sort of like clicking into new places. As always, I still feel that product assortment is number one. Product assortment will sell what you want. The thing is, a lot of people are just selling the same old stuff. I saw this. This is from Target last year. They used the same material to make a dress this year and like another thing. And I saw this same pattern at Old Navy. Even like big guys are doing this, where it's just like, come on, can we get some fun, original stuff? Everything is oversaturated because it's like all kind of the same. I honestly like don't know if there's ever been a time in my 10 years of just consulting that I've seen the boutique industry look so the same. Even wholesalers kind of look the same. For 10 years, I've been doing this. I've been analyzing all this stuff. And in those 10 years, plus everything else before that, I have worked with so many boutique owners who just don't do the professional retail thing. Like they were teachers, they were nurses, they're really smart women. Like, you're watching this, like, you're so smart. You're like really creative. You want to have a business and you need help. Like, I get all that stuff. And at the same time, I want to make things automated. I want to make things specifically for the boutique industry. So I don't know if you know about this. I've told very few people, and you kind of had to be like in my inner groups or whatever about this, but I actually created a software. I created a software, which sounds so crazy to say because I didn't do any of the coding. But here's what happened, okay? If you know the story about my dad and I, we created the fashion truck in 2011. So I went to my dad. I said, listen, I want to build this truck. I want to put a store in it. I think you can help me do it. You're a carpenter. You're creative. You're like, we just are on the same page, right? We built 2 trucks in the course of about 5 years together. And we built a brick and mortar store. He built my sign for me. He built, oh my gosh, I'm like thinking about all the stuff he's built for me. It's really crazy. He built my dressing rooms. This is just, my dad is always there when I need something built. Now, the cool thing about my dad too is that he is a tech guy. So he was like a chief technology officer for a cybersecurity company when he retired. Now he's retired. And so I went to him and I said, like, listen, I want to build a software that takes all of my spreadsheets that are so beautiful, so accurate, that are literally predicting people's sales and buy plans to like the dollar. I want to take all that math that I've gotten so good at, and I want to make it a software so that people don't need to use spreadsheets. People don't need to pay another consultant, even me, including me, to pay someone to get access to a software that works. So we know that this model exists. Like, I'm not stupid. I know that other people sell inventory planning software. I get it. My goal with this software is to make it accessible, simple, and accurate. Okay. I know the flaws with the other programs. This has been specifically built for you as a busy boutique owner who just doesn't want to do the math. Honestly, like, you don't want to do the buy plan math. You don't care to do it. And you want a result. Like, you want to say, I'm going to upload my data and in 15 minutes, I'm going to get a buy plan for up to a year, depending on what service you're on, right? So we can predict your sales and your buying for 12 months if you give us 12 months of your data. Now, you own the data. I say that as like, give us your data. No, like, this is an entirely self-service software where you will have a login and then you'll it's just yours. You'll upload your data. And then boom, it pops out a buy plan that was created by a human, moi, but also using technology to help me. So isn't it kind of crazy? I made a software. Like what? But here's the thing. I saw a hole. There's no one else that really solves this problem in the way that I do it. And so I'm really excited to roll this out. It officially is called My Buy Plans. It is a software, like I said, I built with my dad, and it's very simple. This is not glitter and blows and sparkles and rainbows. Like the idea of this is for us to get you accurate data very quickly so you can go to market, you can buy for next week if you needed to. You know what I mean? You can buy for next month if you needed to. You can buy for 6 months out. So if you are a children's boutique, if you are a designer boutique and you have to place orders far out, we got you. We totally got you. Also, all of our buy plans come by department. So I'm going to tell you exactly how many handbags to buy, exactly how many units of t-shirts to buy, exactly how many units of blah, blah, blah to buy. Isn't that cool? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been working for so long on this, and having a baby like really screwed up the timing. And also having a baby was the joy of my life. But like, let's be for real, right? Over the past 4 years, so much has changed. And in that process, I've realized how much more needed this software is, because people are out there creating other software, which is great. Like we have some really great partnerships coming up soon with people who are building really great products for you. Also, ours is just like strictly data and strictly buying and sales analysis and like really high level stuff that, honestly is mostly only accessible when you pay $500 or more. And ours is going to be a lot less than that. So that's one big announcement. Did I make it very clear that was an announcement that my software is launching? I'm so excited. So My Buy Plans is launching. Now, with that, I've realized also over the past 4 years, the industry is changing. Also, online education is changing. Now, we did just create a really good program called Profit Power Tools a couple months ago, and that class is sick. It's like such a good one. And we still sell it as a course. And at the same time, I realized a lot of you guys are super busy. Like you're doing well, you're busy. So a lot of people couldn't come to calls or couldn't show up to calls. We've had like a declining call participation. It's like, oh, I know these people will be on the call, but maybe not everyone else, And I think that's just like a reflection of people being busy. And honestly, like I think that the online education space is really shifting too. We have all these like weird digital marketers and reseller rights, and like it's just like a lot going on in the online course and whatever membership space. Here's the thing though. What do I know for sure? I know you're busy. I know you want my advice. And I frankly want to help you. Realizing how busy women have really gotten, and how even like I hear you guys as boutique owners say like, sometimes I feel like we don't have customers because they're like busy, That has made me realize that the idea of the course model for my business, for Boutique Training Academy, like we have to move on. We have to evolve. And that evolution is going to work so much better for you because, again, I get emails all the time. Hey, can I pick your brain? Hey, can I just like ask you a question? Well, now I can tell you, yes, you can ask me a question in our Boutique Training Academy Inner Circle. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And like, here's the thing. I had a membership in the past. It was really good. Okay. It was like really, really good. This one is better. If you were in that one, like in 2018, this one is better. I think you've learned by now that engagement and posting a lot and all this stuff, it doesn't actually make you money. Most of the problems with your business are inside of it. They're inside of the confidence, consistency, and like getting sales data. Those 3 things are things I've been talking about forever. And what I've realized is a lot of people don't stay consistent because they're just not confident. And part of that confidence comes from the fact that they don't have their sales data. So the coolest part about what I've created with the Inner Circle is that you're going to get access to me. And there's also the option to add on the buying plan software and vice versa. Like you can do both at the same time for a discounted rate. So when you get everything, you get support from me and you get the tool that I created to help support you even more, create those buy plans, understand your sales projection, and get real data in real time that's accurate. And then I can give you feedback on it. So it's really cool, the idea of this whole loop of this having a software and having a way to talk to you guys more often. That's the thing. I know that you want real help like on demand. You want to be able to just be like, okay, number one, you don't want to go on social media because it's a little bit doomy over there. So like I said, we have our own app for it. You just download the app. Once you log in, you'll see all of our threads. You'll also get access to other trainings and really great masterclasses that I've taught. You might have access to some of those, but like those are already included. And then really, we're going to be doing challenges in there every single month for different levels of business too. So even if you're just starting out, we have something for you. And if you're scaling, I'll have a challenge for you too. The minute you get into the membership, what we do is give you a track to go down. So you'll be in a position where right away you're going to start to improve your business. Because truthfully, this is a results-oriented program. So I'm saying the word membership here, and I hesitate always to say the word membership because this idea and like the way I want to do a membership is not just about like, here's a training library and here's a Facebook group. Like, I'm done doing anything close to that. For me, this is like having me as a boutique consultant in your back pocket. So in the past, and the way I think a lot of groups work is that, you have your question, you're in the store, let's say a question pops up, right? And you're like, I got to jot it down, I got to remember to ask it, or I have to log on inside a Facebook group where like, I don't love Facebook lately with all the posts, like there's just a lot of stuff on Facebook I don't really want to see. And so there's no good way to do it. Whereas now this solution is going to allow you to just log onto your phone, ask the question, and you'll get your answer, right? So my goal with all of this truly is to make things more efficient. You get on-demand help. It's not a set time. We go month by month, and really you have access. To me, this is coaching in an affordable way. And honestly, you're going to meet other people in there. You are going to see the other people that you know from my courses in this group, right? You're going to meet new people that are doing different things. And you can also pop into the other groups, right? Like, let's say you're just starting out. The cool part about this group is that you have access to all the different subgroups. So like you can go into the children's boutique thread and like see what people are talking about in there. You could go into the scaling group and say, what are the conversations in there look like? Let's say you're scaling and you're like, I want to see what people are talking about in the starting. Like what are people starting? How, I want to keep an eye on like what's trending, things like that with people who are starting, right? Like someone wants to start drop shipping and I want to get in on a conversation about that. That would be in that group, right? So I think it's really important to understand that like, I want everyone to be sharing all in the same place. And at the same time, have a leader who's been in your shoes. Have someone who can help you that knows what it's like to drive a truck 4 days a week for 2 parties a day in different areas of the state and have to figure out like where to go to the bathroom, where to get gas, and sell your clothes. Oh yeah, at those parties. I am the person who knows what it feels like to sit in an empty store when no one's coming in, or like it snows so much you have to go and shovel the store sidewalk because like no one can get in and they don't do it with the tap. Like, listen, I know that on the internet, everyone's a teacher now. I get it. Everyone has a community. Everyone has something. I want you to think about what the result you want of joining a group or joining a membership is, or signing up for anything. Like, what do you want the result to be? Do you want the result to be feeling good, having people on your side, having a positive outlook, and also just knowing their stuff? At the end of the day, 9.75 times out of 10 questions, I've been there. I've done it. I'm not only like answering from experience, I'm answering also from being in that space and teaching from that space and working for other people in that space. I don't want to say I've done it all, but I've kind of done it all. I'm kind of sick of bragging, of like not bragging and like being humble. My husband's always like, you're so humble. Like you've built multiple $1 million businesses and you've been a part of consulting people building multiple $1 million businesses. Like why don't you talk about that? And I'm like, I don't know, #humble, stupid, older millennial. Like, that's the thing is right now, I feel so strongly that as boutique owners, you need more support. And I mean, honestly, I have a lot of people that are like, I just want to hang out with you, Emily. I just want to like know what you're thinking about. I follow you on Instagram to like see what you post and like, what are you excited about? And like, what do you think's coming? Like, I have been cracking up lately because the neon green yellow, I don't know, it's like brat summer. And oh, by the way, like if you were in any of my groups back in January, February, I was like, neon yellow, neon green is going to trend this summer because it's a reaction to Pink and Barbie last summer. And we're seeing lots of signs of it already. And it's a natural next neon. Everyone's surprised that neon yellow is back. And I'm like, no. I've been predicting this for months. You only get to the point that you can do that when you've been just doing this forever. And I know that if you have a career or like even in momming, I see new moms. I'm only 2.5 years in. I see new moms and I'm like, oh gosh, I should tell her that this is easier. I should tell her. And it's like, no, they need to go through it and they'll find advice too. But like the more more reps you have doing anything, just like the better you are at it. And I have so many reps in retail and I have so many places and people that have helped. I just feel like I should open myself up more to help more people. And so that's what this is about. That's what the inner circle is about. Come be in my inner circle. Come hang out with me, but also come learn from me and let's talk numbers and data because like that's where I really nerd out. I hope you're as excited as I am about these announcements. I feel kind of crazy because I haven't pivoted my business in this major of a way in a long time. And so I feel a little bit scared. And I also feel like, yeah, let's freaking go. Okay. Like, let's just go. I'm done with the negative Facebook groups talking about why are things slow? Why are they like, no, I'm done logging on to all that stuff that just doesn't make me feel good. I want to be in a high level community that's talking about the real day to day. And also, I just want to like talk high level stuff with you. And I want to be able to be in a spot where I can just like help you on the fly. Help you as you need help, not me say, these are the only times that like I'm running a course and you can talk to me and right? So I'd like to welcome you and I'd like you to join me. So anyway, everything's going so well and I can't wait to go into this fall and holiday with you. I know a lot of people are playing doomsday. That said, let's protect your sales. Let's create a buy plan. Let's create a Black Friday plan. Let's get you in a position to, even if it is a down year, even if you are doing 10% less than last year or whatever, you're being more profitable or at least as profitable as last year so that you can still have the money come January, right? That's always my goal is like at this time of year, as I'm live recording this, like my goal is now a 5-month sprint into when you're going to be dead again. So it's like, let's ramp up. Let's save as much money as we can. Let's like reduce our inventory. Let's like be so accurate with our buying and so quick with our canceling of orders so that we can be more profitable. That's what I can't wait to talk about in the inner circle, how to do that. So inner circle, my buy plans, it is a new dawn. It's a new day for Boutique Training Academy and Emily Benson, who I've now metamorphosized for the 87th time in my life. And now it's kind of just a joke. Like, when's she going to change next? But no, being for real, I have been in this boutique industry a long time. I want to create solutions that work for it. I'm not here to like make a square peg fit into like a round hole. I am here to say, what is the best thing for you? How are we going to get you to make more sales or make more profit? And how are we going to make it easier for you and more fun for you? You should not dread having your boutique. You should not feel sluggish when you think about your boutique. You should not feel doubtful when you think of your boutique. I'll put the links to what I've talked about below. Like I said, you can join the inner circle and join my buy plans at the same time for a bundle price, or you can sign up for one or the other. So those are all the changes in my life. What's going on with you? Send me an email at hello@boutiquetrainingacademy.com. As always, I'm so happy that you listen to me ramble and that you're here and that you are someone that I'm so excited to help. So I'll see you soon. See you on the next one.